Welcome back to Valheim. Remember at the beginning of the previous episode where I was sort of making fun of the fact that people were advising me not to really commit to this place, not to build a really big base, because there was a decent chance this could be a small little corner of the swamp, and I might not have enough iron or enough, crypts to fuel my ambitions? Well, they were correct. This is a very small swamp. So, that's what I get for not following people's advice. But I did actually have, on my own, one of the experiences that people were warning me about in the last episode, which was an abomination. Now, folks on Twitch, I can't really show you what happened, but I did record a video of myself encountering an abomination for the first time. And it went like this. What the heck is that? Oh, gosh. All right. Hopefully it can't follow me through that. Can I hurt it? Ah, this is the abomination they told me about. Okay. It's just going over there now. All right. Okay, cool. I think I've won. Yes, I have won because I did not die. Yeah, so I encountered that abomination a few times. I never really seriously tried to fight it because it was just well beyond me. It didn't even seem like it was taking serious damage from my attacks. So, yeah, I don't know. So I came back and I was like, okay, well, you know what I should do? I should get in my boat and I should start, exploring again and find, maybe sail around this island, see if there's more swamp around here. But you remember where my boat used to be? It's not there anymore. And I have a strong suspicion that one of the times I ran away from the abomination, I think it might have stomped my boat. I think there's a decent chance it stomped my boat. So, I mean, I don't have another explanation for why the boat is suddenly gone. So I'm just imagining it must be something like that. So here we are. This is the situation we're in. So the first thing I'm going to do is go home. I did manage to collect a fair amount of iron. You can see that I've got, in the upper left corner there, you can see that I've got an iron atgear now, in addition to my iron mace. That cost 30 iron. That was a lot of iron, and so that's kind of all I've got. But I made some progress, and I've got, some iron stowed away. I've got 13 more iron stowed away in addition to all of my, other stuff. Oh, so Coalition is suggesting I should take my banner and my deer pelt with me. So, thing is, because I've got these portals, I can go back and sleep in my best room anytime I want to. I'm not feeling like I need to disassemble this base or treat this base like a failure. This base is still a success. I'm still very proud of this base, and I'm going to keep coming back to this base. I think this base is great. But if I'm going to want more iron, I need to find another swamp. So let's come over here. Now, one other thing that was going on was I was collecting new sources of food, like, for instance, the intestines of Draugr, which I wasn't able to actually figure out what recipe those were going to feed into, but I did find something else while I was wandering through the swamp. I found turnip seeds. So I've just planted my first turnips, and now I've got... apparently I can make a spice rack now? I wasn't actually sure what the turnips were going to unlock for me when I harvested them. So let's just harvest all the carrots too while we're at it, because we're gonna want some more food if we're gonna go on another expedition. So, harvesting carrots. This is the stuff I don't usually make you watch, but whatever. Folks in the chat requested Valheim, and this is what Valheim looks like right now. It's me picking carrots. Oh, Coalition is reminding me, of course, that I need to update my Twitch info, which I, of course, always forget how to do. Thank you. Valheim is what I'm playing. Done. Awesome. All right, anyway. The title of my Twitch stream is still Undead Labs Designer Plays Weird Games, and I think that is still appropriate. Usually I say plays survival games when I'm playing Valheim, but, whatever. Weird games is certainly appropriate. we gotta pick all these things because these carrots are used both in the deer stew that you can see I've got in my stomach and also in the carrot soup that I've got in my stomach. So I want to make sure I've got plenty of these guys. And I want to also... Let's see how many turnips it takes to make a spice rack. If it does not take all of my turnips, I should plant the ones that I'm not going to use. Because I'm assuming that I can plant turnips the same way that I plant... Oh, wait, my little cultivator's over here. I'm assuming that I can plant turnips the same way that I plant... Yes, seed turnip. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at that spice rack. Ah, that's a boat! Where's the spice rack? I assume that it's an augmentation for the cookpot thingy. Oh, that's forage. Oh, an iron cooking station. That's a thing? 3 iron and 3 chains. And a forage. I could do that. But this is okay, this is a cauldron improvement. And I need 3 dandies, 3 thistles, 5 mushrooms. I've got that. Dandies and thistles are over here. So I need 3 of these. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take all of them. Because whatever. And then I've got mushrooms over by the cauldron. Coalition thinks that I look like Hercules with that cape on. Here we go. Okay, so now I've got the stuff that it takes to make the spice rack. So let's make it right here. Now, does it have to stand on the ground? It looks like it does, which means I don't have a great place for it. Oh no, it hangs. Does it hang? Oh, it hangs. It hangs. It hangs. But it's overlapping the fermenter right there. It's like... Now, does it have collision? If I can just walk through that, maybe that's fine. Or, I don't know, maybe I want to, like... do something like this? Except that... Oh, is it colliding with me? No. What's it colliding with? Why does it want to be here? Oh, is it too far? Okay, I think if I do that, if I hang it sideways, it's not as much of an obstacle. Well, now that I didn't even know this was a thing when I built this area, I would have made room for it. Let's just stick it there. So now we've got a spice rack, and now we can make black soup, turnip stew. Okay, what are my options? What is black soup? Blood bags, honey, and turnips. Awesome. Cool. And what else do we have here? I already had frost resistance mead. I already had medium healing mead. Sausages? That's entrails, boar meat, and thistle. And I can make sausages, which is a lot of health. That's a bunch of health. And then a muck shake. What is a muck shake? It's made out of ooze, raspberries, and blueberries, but it's a lot of stamina. And then turnip stew, which is also even more stamina. But I need a lot of turnips, and I need meat in there. Okay. Okay, what am I going to make first? Okay, what I need to do is, first thing I need to do, let's make sure we don't waste our turnips. We've only got 3 turnips left. So we're going to make sure that we turn those 3 turnips into seeds. And how are we doing on carrots? What's our carrot situation? We got plenty of carrot seeds, so I won't worry about carrots for the moment. It's getting dark. Before I get attacked by monsters all the time, let's just sleep through the night. So, La Coalición is asking, why is Disney making live-action versions of The Little Mermaid and Mulan instead of Atlantis? Atlantis would be a dope live-action movie for me. I could see that actually being really cool. Honestly, like, I wish that they weren't doing this at all. I wish they were making new movies instead of just trying to remake old ones. That would be my preference. But if you're gonna remake a movie, don't choose one of the classics where everyone knows exactly what happens in it, and they're all just watching for you to get it, and you feel like you have to like ape it precisely. Do one of the obscure ones. Do one of the movies that, you know, people don't remember all that well. That won't feel like you're just retreading old territory. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that stuff, and actually, I think I've got. I don't think I need anything else from here. I really hope that like at some point I want to make neck head stew. So I hope that there's a recipe at some point where I put neck heads into it. I've got more. The stuff that I just collected, I've got more of it back at my other base, so I'm gonna go grab it too. Artalvo suggested also Treasure Planet might be a fun one. I'd love to see a live action Titan AE. No, I wouldn't. I really want people to make new things. Oh, wait. There was something that required chains. Oh, it was an iron cookie thing. Yes, that's right. I'm going to bring 3 chains with me. And all my iron? Let's think about that for a second. But entrails. Did I bring all the entrails with me? I thought that I had left entrails behind. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I brought all the entrails with me. And they're not here. But the iron's here. The iron seems like it's worth getting if I can make things like a fancy cook stove. Of course, maybe I should just do that here. Yeah, actually, let's just do that here. Let's delete my cooking station. Let's go grab the iron. Let's just build a fancy cooking station here. Okay, did I fail to sleep? It just occurred to me that I feel like it should be morning if I just slept, right? Why am I feeling cold? I must have messed up my sleep. Oh, look, like enemies are getting attacked by my spikes. Awesome. Okay. So I can build. But it's big. Oh, it's big. Oh, this has to be on like a bonfire or something, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Okay. Well, let's not build it here. Let's keep the iron. Let's go back home. An item. I can't bring the iron home. What was I thinking? Of course I can't bring the iron home. I bet the chains also can't teleport. Wait, where do I keep the iron upstairs, don't I? I keep forgetting that I can't teleport with iron. Okay. So this says can't be teleported. This doesn't say that, but if I don't have the iron, I can't build the thing I was going to build anyway, so I might as well leave it here. All right, well, you know, once I'm boating again, maybe I can boat some iron somewhere or whatever. Or I could just build a bonfire at this base. I think this base doesn't have a good spot for a bonfire. Okay, so Artelvo says, once I get stone cutting, I'll be able to get the hearth cooking station, and that's what the iron cooking rack goes on. Okay, cool. So maybe I'm just going to hold off on that thing, not try to build it right now. And yeah, I don't know why I failed to sleep. Let's try it. Bed needs a nearby. Oh, so I just clicked on it and then nothing happened and I didn't notice because I was distracted. Okay, fine. The fire ran out of steam. Let's juice it up. There you go. Now we can sleep. All right. Now that we've slept, let's load up on just all the food in the world. Just some examples of everything. Get some of this and some of that. Let's also get some honey from my honey box over here. Okay, we've got a little bit of everything in our pockets, so let's see what we can make. What sounds the most interesting? So we could make mincemeat sauce. So sausages seem really interesting. Very high health. Muck shake seems interesting. Pretty high stamina. Black soup. Oh, I didn't bring blood bags with me. That's very high health, but it also uses turnips, and I need to build up my turnip stuff, so that's not gonna work. So let's make some muck shakes. Oh wait, I need a place for this stuff to land. Let me make some room in my inventory. Let's drop this and this. All right. Now, so Queen's Jam, it takes a lot, and you can make 4 of it. So really, each of these is taking 2 raspberries and a little more than a blueberry, like most of 2 blueberries to make 1 Queen's Jam. Whereas 1 muck shake takes 2 and 2 plus an ooze, but it's significantly better than Queen's Jam. Well, not by a huge amount, but it's better-ish. So yeah, let's. Was there something else that took a lot of... Oh, the medium healing. If I had blood bags, medium healing would take some raspberries. So let's not worry about that right now. Later on, I'll have to go on a raspberry hunt out in the meadows and collect enough of those to make some of these mead bases. But for right now, let's make muck shakes. Can I make 7 muck shakes? I think I can. La Coalition asked me if I'm knowledgeable about Harry Potter. I mean, I've read the books and I've watched the movies, so I know as much as you'd expect somebody who's done that to know. Definitely make some sausages. The sausages come in sets of 4, so basically I'm only using a little bit of boar meat and mostly and a little bit of thistle, but mostly entrails to make the sausages. So wow, I'm gonna have a lot of sausages. Okay, so now I'm out of the boar meat. Okay. And then carrot stew. We'll eat lots of my carrots. Deer stew. We'll eat less. Let's make a bunch of deer stew. So I might not necessarily start using the fanciest food that I've made. I like to build up a lot of something before I start using it regularly. So I think I'm going to craft much of this deer stew. Make sure I don't run completely out of carrots. Craft a bunch of deer stew, and then we will also make carrot soup. And those are the main things that I've been relying on. Okay, so switch to carrot soup. Fill up on that for stamina. And then I'll put away the sausages and the muck shake. But now that actually makes me want to go and like farm in the swamp to get the ooze and the entrails that it takes to fuel that. Okay, and that's the last thing that I can cook. So let's put the ingredients back that we didn't use. And meat goes here. I guess I'll include entrails here too. I don't think anything else goes in that box. This box, oh, I've got so much stuff. Yeah. We'll put away the thistles and the dandelions. Where they go. And let's go back. So the pier is where I've actually been storing. Oh, hi. The pier is where I've been storing a lot of my food. So let's run down to the pier. Cogs wants to know what the nickname Rooster, where the nickname Rooster comes from in State of Decay. I'm not sure. Are you looking at a particular character? Like, I think if you told me some of the features of that character, what their name and their traits are, I might be able to guess. I don't know off the top of my head where the name Rooster would have come from. Put that here. Put that here. And sure, put the fancy ones there too. Okay, I still have the honey, and I've got that new necktail I just harvested. Let me just make sure, by the way. Okay, good. I made a new boat, and it has not been destroyed. So, excellent. I should have shot that bird. Oh, we can get some boar meat. Future sausages! Come here, future sausages. So my old bronze act here was just as good at murdering these guys, so I'm not really feeling the advantage right now. I know it's real. Hey, Nex! Take that. And that. And that. So, yeah, did only one of them give me a tail? Oh, come on. Come on! Oh, crap. You see what I see? I don't think that's a normal troll. That troll has got a club. And I think that means... I think he's less vulnerable to, like, the knockback attack that my Atgear has. I think he might be a troll I want to shoot. I think he's got more reach, and I think he's also less vulnerable. Which makes him extra dangerous. Ow. Okay. My food isn't at its best. Time to recover from stamina. I really should be, like, dodging this guy. Oh. I dodged. I mean, I blocked just the right time. Without even meaning to. Okay, so let's just climb up into his body. Okay, there we go. Got some troll hide. Whatever. Got some, what's this? Some coins. Oh, yay, more entrails. I love me some entrails. Okay, so what have we got? Okay, we need to put away the troll hide. And we got some really basic ass stuff in our inventory we need to get rid of. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And I think everything else goes back up here. Oh, so Cogs did some research and he realized that the character that he was asking me about with the name Rooster had the trait Early Riser. And he thinks that's probably where it came from. I think you're probably right. If his nickname is Rooster and he's an Early Riser, it's Rooster because he's an Early Riser. It would be weird if it was something else, now that I know that much. That goes there, and that goes there. And, okay, I think we've dropped off all the crap. So, what are we going to do? Well, the first thing we're going to do is plant a bunch of carrots, because we're about to leave town. We should plant some carrots. And I should also make sure that I bring my pickaxe with me. So, let's get into carrot planting mode. And just, let's plant like 89 carrots in this field. Oh, so Macmert just got the Cop Brother mission in State of Decay 2 for the first time after playing the game for years. And he's wondering, is it new? No, it's not new. That is actually one of the earliest missions we did. It's just really, really random what missions you get access to. And I forgot if that one has any weird qualifications to it, but it feels like it must for it to be that late for you to get it. But yeah, no, I've been getting that mission. That mission has actually been annoying me. I think one of my characters in my lethal playthrough has got that mission arc and keeps spawning that mission, and I just don't care. Because I'm in lethal, I got bigger things to worry about. Yeah, there are some really rare missions out there. Have you gotten the getting the band back together mission? That's a really weird one. It's one of the missions that we kind of call out as an example when we're talking about how the missions in State of Decay 2 often felt unimportant next to the zombie apocalypse. That was one of those. Another one where you bake a cake, where it's just like, what? Really, they just stem from us having had to commit to our list of missions before most of the game worked. So we didn't have real situations that the player could get into that we could key a mission off. We had to do things that were just weird and made up. How am I doing on seeds here? I got 3 left. And so even though by the time the game got to you, of course, you know, all the mechanics worked as well as they do anyway. And it seemed weird that our characters would have missions like that. But at the time we made the missions, it really was like the only thing that was possible. Okay, so can't do carrots anymore. Let's trade out our cultivator for our pickaxe. Let's go and repair all of our stuff. Let's eat our food. And let's go sailing! Just half an hour of preparation before running out there and sailing. But I think it's fine. I mean, I think, you know, I'm probably not... Again, unless I'm insane, I'm probably not going to build another base of the same scale in the new swamp. But I mean, I don't know. It depends on how much spare time I have, I guess. Maybe I will. But I'm not going to do it on the air. Because that's just a silly, silly waste of everyone's time. All right. So here we are. We've got a boat. And we got to figure out where we want to go. So, this swamp turned out to be disappointing. But one of the crypts had a thing in it that told me where the bone mass was going to be. I don't know what the bone mass is, but it sounds scary, and there's at least one place you can summon it up here. And so that means there's probably a swamp up here. I'm assuming it's a swamp enemy. So, what I'm thinking I should probably do is sail north this time around and just see what I find. So let's try that. Let's raise the sails. Or lower the sails? Lower the sails. You lower them when they're getting big, right? Macmert says the game still doesn't have an oar, huh? Not that I'm aware of. By the way, when do I get to start fishing? When do I unlock fishing? Because I would like to eat these fish. All of them. I would eat all the fish. So, La Coalición has done a poll. Let's see what it says. What type of leader would you rather have in the zombie apocalypse? Going from the list of leaders in State of Decay 2. Most people said builder. Some said trader. Some said... very few said sheriff and warlord. just knowing how I thought of these characters, I think I kind of, I don't know. I think I kind of would want a sheriff, because the whole idea behind the sheriff is that they are daring. They're willing to take risks, but they're compassionate. They're about helping and supporting other people. And so I like the idea of having a leader who is dynamically going out there and like trying to protect other people, being kind of heroic. I like the idea of sort of having a community that's got a heroic attitude. But failing, I would probably go trader if I felt a little bit more, I don't know, secure, and like there was like maybe less need for heroism. So there's an island over here. I'm just gonna quickly see what manner of island it is. It's not my real destination. Oh, so Artalvo says that in order to fish, I actually need to buy something from the trader? Okay, so I've been collecting a bunch of coins and riches and things. I didn't know what they were for. So apparently there's a trader in the game. And the trader can sell you things like fishing poles and bait. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so this is just a little island that's just sort of in the way. I'm going to try to circumnavigate it. Or, like, try to loop around it. If it's a small island. I'm asserting that I think this is a small island, that I can go around it and still make it on my trip north. Cog says that he'd be more comfortable building high walls and avoiding other people. Yeah, so I think the builder, the most popular one that everyone chose was not everyone, but a lot of people chose, was the builder. And the builder is defined by being daring and, being prudent and pragmatic. So basically they're like the warlord if the warlord was scared of everything. Basically, the builder, the builders are her, but the builder doesn't care about other communities. They care about their own people. They feel like their priority in life is to protect their own people from risk, to protect their own people from harm. The sheriff is basically the opposite of the builder. The sheriff's mission in life is to go out into the world and help other people. They're probably those are two of the more opposed leader types. Similarly, the warlord and the trader are almost opposites. The warlord is daring and pragmatic, whereas the trader is prudent and compassionate. So basically, the trader isn't trying to get into trouble. They're avoiding conflict. They just want to help other people in all of the non-conflicty ways they possibly can. And so they're very compassionate. They're very admirable morally. They want to be heroes, but they're not going to take a bunch of risks to be heroes. They're going to try to find the most peaceful and safe way to do it. Okay, so there is a landform up ahead. Oh, great. It looks like the sky's getting dark, which means I can't see where I'm going nearly as well. And it looks okay, so the wind is actually blowing northeast. Okay, so there is a landform up here, but actually north and northeast are probably going to be easier routes for me to take. Okay, so it looks like the continent that I was on with the swamp might connect to this, as far as I can tell. Because I didn't actually find the north end. I found the north end of the swamp. I didn't find the north end of the continent. This might be connected, but it doesn't look swampy. Rogue Dimension asks, whose idea was it to have a 100-day dread achievement? It's the bane of my playthrough. Yeah, so it's always... Any really sort of long endurance achievement is always a kind of a questionable decision. And we knew we were taking a risk doing that. There are some achievements, like in Heartland, that I really regret, that are endurance achievements that I really regret. Like, it was just, the numbers were too high. We were asking people to do too much. The 100-day achievement is like, I think having one serious endurance achievement that can be achieved using a lot of different skills in a lot of different ways. I think that's okay. I don't worry as much about that. Okay, so it looks like it might be... Oh, this is mountain. Okay. And good. My mini-map is now marked with where that is. By the way, does Yggdrasil actually touch down anywhere? Or is it just part of the skybox? It looks like it might be touching down over there, but maybe it's just arcing over the horizon. Well, Airy Twitch says that they're on day 97 in their game of State of Decay 2, and they've been playing since 2019. So yeah, 100 days can take a really, really long time. So I think theoretically, a game that really does, you know, is about long-term survival like State of Decay, having an endurance achievement isn't crazy. We probably could have gotten away with 50 days, and nobody would have felt like something was missing, though. Hey there, World of Lily. Thanks for joining us. I'm just sailing wherever. Okay, so this looks like this bit of horizon I'm pointed at. This is part of the island that I've been on. So keep oversteering. Oh, hey. Okay, there's some swamp up here. It's swamp adjacent to mountain, though. That sounds like I'm just screwed any way you cut it. So this might be a worthwhile destination. That edge of the mountain might be meadow, and so it might be actually fairly safe. So this isn't a crazy place to be. There's also just not a lot of trees to build it, though. I might have to go into the swamp in order to get any trees, in order to build, like, an outpost out here. So that makes me nervous. Also, what is up with this, like, slime tree in the middle of the water? By the way, okay, the trees that have the glowing green on them, are they like slime spawners? Like, what are they? I've never actually engaged with one. This is like a mangrove forest. It's like the trees are just growing right into the water. Okay, so this looks like it does border Black Foresty area. So this might not be a crazy place to settle. Maybe I could actually, like... Oh, no! Stop! Don't run aground. I feel like the ocean is being really unruly right now. So this might not be a crazy place to settle. I don't know how big this area of swamp is, though. This might be a tiny little corner of swamp. So I'm going to keep poking around. Oh, that's a rock. Oh, that's a rock. Oh, thank you, giant swell of wave. That was amazing. Thank you for getting me past that. Okay, so I do have it noted now on my map. There's a bit of swamp there. That might end up being my destination. But let's keep going. Let's keep sailing. So okay, so Tank says I want to harvest that green stuff on those trees. I had assumed that it was something to do with the slime, so maybe it's not. Maybe that it's just a resource that I haven't discovered yet. Okay, so we got a big, empty bit of ocean possibly to cross here. So yeah, I guess we can keep talking about State of Decay 2. I don't know what else to do. We're just sailing. If you're watching later on YouTube, you can skip ahead. Hi there, Type Metal. Glad to see you in the chat. Macmert wants to know, what is the achievable maximum number of outposts? Folks are saying 7 in the campaign. I think you're probably right. It is an odd number. I think that we set up that UI so it had room for 8, and then we were very, very cautious about actually giving you the capacity to set up 8. And so, yeah, I think that yeah, there's like a couple of upgrades you can make to your like you can upgrade your command center. You can add a mod to your command center. I think those two options collectively can add, I think, 4 to the original 2, bringing you up to 6. And then there's a Red Talon character, Red Talon 5th skill. They can give you a 7th outpost. That's very rare and lucky if you get that. And then we just sort of held out that last slot that we could have set up. We just, we were like, this might be the last slot we have available to us in the UI, so let's make sure we're really sure if we're going to use it. We just never found the thing that felt like it was the right time to use it. Okay, so this is looking 100% swampy over here. And that makes me nervous. I do want, if I'm going to settle near some swamp, I would like to settle in a place where I can get a little bit insulated from the swamp when I'm trying to escape. I can see some green glow over there. I don't know if that's the green tree or if it's like the crypt. Because the bone mass is here, though, and it's some distance from that shore, it does make me think this might be a larger swamp. So let me start. I'll skirt the coastline. Let's see if there's a non-swampy area that is also not worse than the swamp, where I could put down my anchor. Oh, so Cog said you could actually get up to 8 outposts back when there was a bug that let you stack some of the facility mods. Yeah, so I don't think that necessarily counts, but yeah. Yeah, Rogue Dimension, I think it's not crazy to think that it might be possible theoretically to let you swap hairstyles the way you can swap outfits, but I'm not sure. I don't remember how that was. I've never really known exactly how that aspect of the game was constructed, so I couldn't tell you for certain if there would be any weird obstacle there. What is that gout of flame? Do I want to know? Why is there a gout of flame over there? What is that? Oh, is that where the bone mass is? Maybe? I do see what looks like a skull in the ground. Okay. Tank says that's a Surtling spawner. Oh, so I can get cores from that? I guess it makes sense that they would want to give you a place that you can go to get cores once you've moved out of the Black Forest. Speaking of which, is that a tiny corner of Black Forest right there? Just a tiny, tiny corner of it in an otherwise nothing but swamp island? I'm starting to wonder if... Is it just fate? Like, should I try to settle there? Okay, so you're saying it's a Surtling spawner. Does that mean that Surtlings are like a monster I haven't faced yet? So a Surtling core is the thing dropped by a Surtling when a Surtling dies? I'm kind of going a little bit into the wind now, which is messing with my ambitions. I'm gonna sail around just a little bit more and see if I see any place that is, less scary. Okay, this is like the direction that is hardest to go. So I'm gonna start sailing a little diagonal here to my intended direction. So apparently, yeah. So La Coalición is running a poll asking whether people think I should settle here, and so far, the yeses have it, though not a lot of people have participated. Oh, world save in 30 seconds. Cool. Okay, I also don't want to land until, like, daybreak. So that's also slowing me down a little bit. Oh, looks like, planes? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Turn back! Turn back! I don't know what the planes are. I do not want them. I do not want the plains. Let's sail the other way around this swampy island. You know, because I think being that close to some advanced stuff makes me nervous. But maybe there's a nice little place to settle around the edge over here. This does say I'm in meadow. Okay, so here's a spot that maybe I could settle. Maybe. Yeah, so the audience is divided on whether I should. So I think that means it's up to me. We've got... Oh, there's so much swamp here. But one thing I'm not seeing green torches. I'm not seeing crypts. And crypts are what I want. I want to farm all of the iron I can possibly farm. Oh, those must be surtlings. Hi, I'd like to not steer right towards the surtlings. Thank you. Oh, they are. They're all dying in the water. Oh, that's neat. They're dropping cores. I've got enough cores right now, so I'm not worried that I need to seize the day and go in there and grab those cores. Oh, wait, La Coalición is, I didn't read his poll correctly. I thought it was yes and no, but it was actually yes and yes. It was just two different colors of yes. So apparently everyone who voted, the 6 people who voted, were all saying I should settle here. Well, we'll see. There might be a slightly better place nearby. This definitely feels like a scarier swamp than the last swamp, because I did not see those surtling spawners in the last swamp. So forgive me if I'm a little intimidating. Intimidating? I'm not intimidating. If anything, I'm the opposite. I'm intimidated. That's what I am. I'm intimidated. So I'm just assuming that none of these... There's no creatures in the swamp that are going to attack my boat. And I'm not going to suddenly run afoul of leeches or something. Again, I'm just going right into the wind. Coalición just referred to his poll as Russian democracy. Typed metal, I'm not going to dance. I'm not your monkey. Yeah, there's a bunch of Draugr over there. Like, I can just dismissively handle a bunch of Grey Dwarves being by my base. I do not want just Draugr messing with me all the time. They're not as scary as they used to be when I first encountered them. Like, I'm well enough fed and well enough equipped that I can deal with them. But they're a little much. Like, I remember when I first settled near the Black Forest and, like, was getting attacked by Grey Dwarves all the time. Those Grey Dwarves were annoying as crap. Oh, wait, I can see some pine trees in the distance. I can see pine trees. I can't get to pine trees because the wind is blowing straight from them. But I think that might be where I settle. So Tank says, try to park as safely as possible. The last thing you want is to fish your bronze nails out of the water. I learned that. I don't know if you were here for the beginning of this episode, but yeah, my last ship was lost. And I'm not sure why. I didn't witness it being lost. But I'm assuming from nearby events, I'm assuming that what happened was the Abomination stomped it. Like, I ran away from the Abomination targeted my boat instead. And I think it was in deep enough water that I was never going to get the bronze nails. Type Metal says switch to rowing. Wait, is that a thing? It isn't. I'm assuming it's not a thing? Because somebody else was saying that they wish that you had oars on the boat. So I was assuming that oars are not an option. Oh, so he says it's one arrow. Oh, okay. So if I raise the sail, then I can Then he starts waggling the oar, and I start being able to move forward. I didn't even realize. So I didn't even recognize that the little arrows above the steering icon, I didn't realize that they were levels of sail. And that there was a setting that was oar. That's cool. Okay, great to know. Well, that is very useful. And Tank says he can even move backwards using that. Okay. Yeah, I'm still learning how this boat works. Like, which is kind of cool. Like, it's fun when a game has got a mechanic that's deep enough that you can actually, you know, keep learning about it for a long time. 'Cause I was able to sort of get to, you know, the other place without knowing that about the boat. Okay, so I think I'm going to park it a little further from shore than last time. So that means I'm going to have to get to it, I'm going to have to do some swimming. But there are worse things. So, I've got the stuff that I need to make a portal. Right here. But, wait, I'm still drifting. I want it to stop. I want the boat to stop. How do I make it stop? Okay, I'm going to back up. I didn't want it to drift this far. And then stop again. Forward again until it stops, and then stop. Right? Okay, I don't want it to drift out to sea by itself. That's also a bad outcome. I just want it to stop. Oh, wait, hold fast? Is that stop it, or is that just me hold on? Is that just me holding on? That was just me holding on. Okay, I would rather have it be too close to shore than just drift out to sea. So Type Metal says it will stay in place after a few seconds. Okay, let's just say that's true. Let me get into my storage. I'll grab the... Oh, first I'll eat. And then I'll grab the stuff that I need to make a portal. Whee! Jump overboard. Luckily, stamina... So, health takes a while to recharge after you eat. But stamina kicks in pretty much immediately because it recharges so fast. Ooh. Bird. And deer. Yeah! And dwarf. Oh, you're going to hit me from back there? You jerk. Yeah, so some nice peaceful dwarves, and then, by peaceful I mean easily defeated. And then swamp nearby, major swamp nearby. Oh, wait, I just heard that. Oh, where'd you come from? Die. You came from hell, and back to hell you return. All right. So, what I want to do is, I'm going to build a new pier right here on this rock. And it's going to be big and ambitious and stupid and a waste of everyone's time. But I'm going to love it. And it will be my best friend. So, for right now, though, just to get started, let's grab... I'm not going to make you watch me make that entire thing that I just said I was going to make. But I am going to build something. Before we get out of here, I have to ensure that I can safely move back and forth between this place and my other bases. So that means I'm going to build enough of a base to house a portal. So I've kicked in my Elder Power so that I can run around smacking wood. Okay, come on, stamina, come back. Oh, wait. Are we being raided? Kitty Cat EMZ is raiding us? Thank you. Welcome. We're just playing some ridiculous Valheim. I have been to the swamp one time, just to fill you in on what's going on. I've been to the swamp one time, and it was a small corner of swamp. I got all the iron out of it that I could, and then ran out of iron. So I've found another swamp. This is actually the swamp that contains the bone mass, which I don't know what that is, but apparently it's scary. So right now I'm in the Black Forest area. Ah, get away from me. I'm in the Black Forest area right near that bit of swamp. And I'm just trying to, you know, live long enough to plant down a base and a portal. So I can get back. Hey, he was throwing something at somebody. Oh, hi. Take that, Draugr. Teach you to be all viney and gross. Anyway, I don't want to waste the rest of my elder power. Let's chop down every tree in the world. So yeah, thanks for raiding me, Kitty Cat, and all of you people who came in with Kitty Cat, welcome. So yeah, so we've been playing Valheim for nearly an hour now, and most of that was just me cooking. Just like, I found turnips for the first time, I unlocked new recipes, I was very excited. Ah, that was skellies too. A whole skelly squad. They must have come from somewhere. 3 of them at once like that. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, so I thought that maybe the swamp was only in that direction, but there's also swamp in that direction. I am kind of surrounded by swamp. Oh, look, is that an ancient tree? Yes. So ancient trees have a new kind of wood in them, by the way. This is something I hadn't talked about on the stream yet. There's a new kind of wood called ancient bark. And so that gets used in some advanced weapons and, I don't know, some other stuff. It's getting dark. I've still got elder power going, though. I gotta chop down every tree I can while I still have elder power. So the tank says this is about where I stalled out. He says, I found the bone mass's location, but I was having a bit of a rough time in the swamp, so I took a break. That's kind of, yeah, I can totally see that. Especially because, you know, with bronze, like, you know, when I was trying to, like, basically build and upgrade all of my bronze weapons, copper and tin, they were kind of all over the place, right? It was pretty easy to find them. Iron seems very thin on the ground. There's a lot of the stuff that I want to make takes a lot of iron, and getting a lot of iron is a big deal. Like you see like 4 tin nodes from where I'm standing right now. It's like there's just tin everywhere, but iron's tough, and so like the grinding phase of this part of the game feels like it would take a long time. Just getting to the point where you feel like you've got enough gear to be effective against a boss. So I'm just gonna avoid that leech. Seems like it would take a long time. So yeah, I could totally see stalling out at this stage. So Type Metal very kindly is offering Tank a hand. Because yeah, so if you... I do have, I'm playing 2 games of Valheim at once. I'm playing one here with you on the stream, solo, but I'm playing another one with my friend Christian. And I think you're playing with another person. The grinding probably is a lot more interesting. But on the other hand, Christian and I only have time to play together like once every 2 weeks, and so that makes it go more slowly. Okay, Elder Power wore off. Let's get over here and start building something. And again, like, so my plan is I want to build out on these rocks because it just feels very defensible. Like a lot of the enemies in the game would have trouble getting to me. And basically that's it. That's why I want to build here. So, where do I want to start? Ooh, bird. Oh, come on. Oh, no! 2 bronze-tipped arrows gone. Ugh. Type Metal says, playing with a friend is not more efficient when one of your friends accidentally makes a second weapon by mistake and uses your supplies. Okay, that's true. But that is also a thing you could do solo. So, I'm just thinking, like, what kind of shape do I want this base to have? Like, do I want it to have, I want it to be up on stilts? Do I want it rooted into the rock? Do I, and like, where's the main part of it going to be? Because wherever that is, I don't know if I want that to be where I start my workshop. So, Okay, so my first workshop is going to be a garbage workshop that I get rid of anyway. So let's just build one. Let's just build a workbench. Let's build a workbench there, off to the side. So that workbench is going to make a little radius around it. And I'm thinking the main body of my base I want to be over here, which means I don't want to build there right now. I'll build there when I have time to think, when I have time to sort of like work out something weird that I want to do. So let's do a little... Was that a leech down there? There's a leech. Oh, it's so cute. Let's not fall in the water by accident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a floor right here. And let's build on stilts. So I'm going to build like, or maybe this is the very highest point on the rock, isn't it? I think it is. So let's build flat on this highest point of the rock. So like there. Build that. And all I want to build here right now is a well-defended portal. That's it. That's all I'm trying to build. And I can worry about everything else later. So let's build this about 3 wide. Support it. Oh, come now. There we go. Get up under that thing. Okay. So build that about 3 wide. Let's build a nice little... Because I think somebody... I forgot who it was. Somebody was giving me the advice that I should build something around my portal so that if enemies come by, they're likely to... their attacks are likely to hit the thing that I built rather than the portal itself. So that they're less likely to damage the portal. So let's put the portal here. Like that. And then let's keep building around it. So how tall? It looks like I could build a roof over this without too much more height. Like I feel like I kind of want this much wall behind it. Can I? There we go. Like that. I want that. But I think on the edges, I could probably go shorter like this. And then, oh, I'm out of wood, but that's fine. That's why I chopped so much down. Type Metal says I should make the Empire State Building. I mean, so I have stored up a whole bunch of core wood. And this is a pine forest, so I could probably get some more. Is it a pine forest? Actually, there's a lot of fir over here. Okay, there is some pine over there. And the sun's going down. So having open space around your base is actually good because you see enemies coming. So chopping down these little trees is probably a smart move. Am I already not? I've just got so much crap in my inventory. I can't even carry significant amounts of wood. But anyway, I could build pretty tall because I've got a bunch of core wood stored up. And so yeah, I could probably build supports out of core wood. I do not have enough iron that I'm going to want to start using iron construction. Oh, come on. Right there. I don't have enough iron that I want to start doing iron construction. That'll be a little bit much, but... Okay, get exactly the right height. Sure. That went weird, but whatever. What was I doing? I was building this. Like that. And like that. And then let's grab this guy. Like that. And then sidewalls. Here. And here. Here. And here. Before it gets too scary here, hopefully I will get out. Oh, what the? Okay. Hi. There are so many other things that could have poisoned me just then that were worse than that guy. I'm really actually relieved it was that guy. All right. Anyway, I saw that brood off in the distance, but hopefully he doesn't care that I'm here. Do that. And then let's just build a nice front onto this thing. Out of beams. Yeah, that leech wants me bad. That leech is hungry. And it's looking at me like, I don't know, like I'm made of beef or something. Dang it! Ah, why? Why so many of you? Get out of here. Nobody else? Nobody else? Alright, anyway. Let's grab this guy, put it on the front. Slide that in. And then I probably just barely don't have enough wood for this. There we go. Got a lovely little hut here. So now we're going to set the tag, and I believe I set the tag of my origin point to swamp. Yup. And off we go home. And here we are. We're back at home, and now we've got our swamp gate. So this, like, hub area I've got here at the edge of the Black Forest is just, like, I've got so many exits here now. And I've got the pier. Wait, is that... No, this is... Wait a minute. Where were all these portals? This one goes to my original swamp base. This goes to my new nascent swamp base. I think this one... That one might go to the crossing, to the bridge. I think this one might go to my first base. Maybe this is the crossing, and that's my first base. I don't remember. I don't care. It's nighttime. I'm tired. I'm going to go lie down. And I think we're gonna call that a day with Valheim. So, what am I going to do in the future? Well, I've just got to start on that base. So that means on my own time, I'm going to build my new little rocky fortress in that area. So I've got a really nice sort of place to come back, a place to store all of the crap that I'm collecting, and then I'm going to start collecting more iron, and hopefully that swamp is going to be a bounteous swamp that is full of stuff for me to collect. I'll be able to upgrade my equipment, and I don't know, next time we have a Valheim day, I guess I'll excuse me, I don't know what stage I'm going to be at. Maybe I'll have the base complete. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll have a bunch of iron. Maybe I won't. We'll just pick it up next Wednesday and see where it takes us. Is it going to be next Wednesday? I'm not actually sure I'm going to be able to stream next Wednesday, so we'll have to see when I stream Valheim next. I'm not dead certain. But for right now, we're definitely done. Coalition is, again, reminding me to bring my my banner and my deer pelt to the central hub and set up a nice... Well, the thing is, so each time I learn more about the crafting stuff that I can set up, I realize how much more space I need. So I don't have enough space in my bedroom at home at my sort of Black Forest base. I don't have enough space there to install all that stuff. I would need to make myself a new bedroom. And it's not crazy to consider making myself a new bedroom at that central location, so I can go there from wherever I am and easily just sort of take a nap. That's not nuts. Maybe I could reconstruct that sort of central base that I've got there, just sort of knock it down and replace it with something new. Because I've moved my workshop and forge and cauldron out to an outbuilding, and so everything that's in there, that's in that place where I sleep in the Black Forest, that's all destructible. I could get rid of it if I wanted to. So maybe I rebuild that and make that my sort of central home, have a big luxurious bedroom in there or something. The tank is asking if I'm liking the building now. Yes, I'm liking the building now. I'm having a lot of... The building is what's fueling all of this. Just my desire to build crazier and crazier things is why I'm playing this game. So yeah, so that's definitely a huge part of it. He says it's fun when you get used to it. Yeah, I agree. Type Metal says, is asking me if I can get Phil Spencer to get Blizzard to sort out the Diablo servers. Phil Spencer does not know my name. And also, he doesn't own Blizzard yet. So, no, that's not an option. But there you go. Sorry, Type Metal. Wish I could help you out. So Coalition says, building in State of Decay 3 confirmed. Obviously, no, I didn't say that. I would love to work on a game that had this kind of building mechanic someday. Like, that's actually kind of a dream of mine. I would love to do something like that. But, you know, State of Decay might not be the franchise that lends itself to that. State of Decay, it's set in an atmosphere that's more about adapting things to your use rather than building things from scratch. That's a really huge part of the zombie apocalypse vibe. So I would be surprised if we ever took it as far as Valheim. That doesn't mean we'll never ever move the franchise in the direction of more customization or something like that. But I would be really surprised if we ever went that far. That seems like a large departure. But I would love to work on a game that does that someday. So there you go. Anyway, let's get out of here. So subscribe button, videos, all that stuff. Next Valheim episode, which I am certain to make, is going to go there. Unless something really horrible happens and I just start hating the game. So, I don't think that's going to happen.